What's up everyone? JLS Gaming here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the intense games between Tribe Gaming EU and BIG in the EMEA monthly finals, quarter-finals. My favorite Brawl Stars team in the world is Tribe Gaming EU, so you know who I'm going to be cheering on. We're going to be analyzing them. I'll be giving commentary on them. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So going into the first set of the best out of 3 sets, we have the bans. Tribe EU banned Piper and Stu. Stu is a reasonable ban. But for Piper, maybe they just wanted to stop Nindin, who's really good at Piper. BIG with some pretty reasonable and normal bans too. But going into the first match, Mortis from EQUAC, definitely to pick up bolts and to counter some of the brawlers. Spen and Tom are going to be on the right lane, dealing with Nindin and Lars. And EQUAC is going to go back, and BIG will get the first bot, which is a crucial advantage. But with Bell, you can throw your super onto the boss. And one important thing with Bell in Siege is that you always want to save that super so that when the boss comes out, the big robot comes out, you can throw your super onto that robot and mark that robot, and you and your team can basically shred through that robot really easily. EQUAC tries to go in on Spen, but Spen gets the takedown onto him with the super, reaching his 4th stage. Nindin is going to get a kill onto Tom and get rid of those sandbags, which can be crucial in a fight. And now it's a Lars versus Drake, Bell 1v1, and EQUAC is trying to avoid Spen, but fails to do so. Tom is taking Spen lane. I don't know why, because it's not advisable to be on the same lane, but Spen with a good teleport to get the takedown and switch lane at the same time. And now they need to try to get as much damage as possible, because BIG with a 7 bolt lead, they are definitely not going to get the last siege. And Drake could have stayed there for a bit more damage, but instead chooses to go back to the field to provide more pressure to BIG so that Tribe have a bigger chance of being able to push back. But Nindin charges in on the Tribe EU safe and gets 4% of damage, which will be crucial when the match ends. This will be crucial to Tribe and Big. So Big with a big scary level 12 siege bot. EQUAC dashes in front of the siege bot, tanking Drage's super, giving their siege bot a bit more health, and they get the percentage they need, winning the game by 3%. Really close match and really well played from EQUAC and Nindin. If Nindin didn't charge onto the save, like I'm gonna replay it, if Nindin didn't charge onto the save and gotten that 4%, Tribe would have won. Tribe would have won by 1%. And if EQUAC didn't block the Bell super by Drake, they also would have lost. Even such a huge push, Tribe managed to defend pretty well, and those two really good plays, Nindin charging in to get 4%, and EQUAC tanking the Bell super for the siege robot, was exactly what BIG needed to get the win in the first game of Siege. So first game goes to BIG. The score is now 1-0 for the first set. And Tribe are switching up their comp a little bit, going for the cold wall break option and the Amber. So the cold wall break option is actually a really good call by Tribe EU here, because the cold wall break option will counter the Bull and the Mortis, and good coordination from Tribe, from Spen and Drake to take down EQUAC, and Tom does take down Nindin, but once again they lose the first bot. The first bot is crucial because it helps you to get control of the map. but with a Bell and a Colt. Well, one of the reasons Colt is so good in Siege, besides his gadget Silver Bullet being able to break the walls, is also because of his crazy damage. Colt's insane damage just absolutely shreds through the Siege bot. But get back to the gameplay. Spen and Tribe EU managed to get a double kill. Now it's Lars alone versus the whole team. And as I say that, Lars takes down Tom and the whole BIG team is back. They need to push back up and get some bolts, or else the second bot will go to Tribe. And it's looking like a tie. Okay. So now Tribe are in a really good spot. They have control of the whole map. Nindin not able to do much against the Amber and the Colt. And yeah, Tribe have so many bolts now. They have a huge bolt lead. Nindin is going to charge in, but gets destroyed by Spen and Tom because of that super plus the Amber damage. And Drake is doing a really good job against Equack. Equack really low and somehow dashes right into Drake. That's probably a bit of a misplay from Equack there, because half of one of Drake's shots could kill Equack, but still he dashed into Drake. Maybe he was trying to dash out but accidentally auto-aimed the dash so that he went towards Drake. But now it's all over for BIG Tribe with a huge siege bot and 8 seconds left on the clock. They're not going to be able to defend it, so let's hop into the next game. This is set point for both teams. Whichever team that wins this game will take home the siege set. So in the previous round, one reason BIG lost is because they stuck to the same comp. That comp could have easily been countered by Colt, the wall breaker, and they still stuck to it, and Tribe did go Colt and countered them. That's why BIG lost the second game. But now it's a pretty even fight, for once BIG don't get the first siege bot and it's a tie. Drake already breaking up so many walls. Spen with the Bell. Spen is pretty decent at long range brawlers, but now Nindin is going the Bell for BIG. Nindin is an absolute GOAT at long range brawlers. Nindin is so good at long range brawlers that Tribe had to ban Piper so that Nindin can't get it. But they did switch up their comp a little. Equack going Surge and Lars going Bali, which is quite interesting. Tom does go Carl, and now we have to wait and see who will get the second siege. Who am I kidding? The second siege is obviously going to Big. They have like what? A level 15 siege bot. They've got control of the map basically the whole game now. But the Bell Super and the Colt damage shred through that bot, and almost a perfect defense from Tribe. Well, if it weren't for that Bali Super, it would be a perfect defense against a level 12 siege bot. That is the power of Bell and Colt. Absolutely insane. So now Tribe have the control. All of that control, those really good plays from BIG just now, that level 12 siege bot, all for nothing because of a Bell Super and a few Colt attacks. That is the power of Bell and Colt. But anyway, now let's go into the last siege. It should be fairly okay for BIG to get a perfect defense as well. So Tribe really need to capitalize on this push if they want to get the siege set. And fair enough, they do get the siege set. Siege is going to Tribe EU. Really close games. They're really well played from BIG, but they aren't able to handle the power of Tribe. So hopping into Brawl Ball Backyard Bowl, on this map it can be really hard to score. So you need to go a comp that can last until overtime, and when it's overtime, long range brawlers are generally better here. But it's been like what, 15 seconds, and the Poco double tank comp almost scores. Spen tries to speed up Tom with a counter push, but the speed doesn't hit Tom, and Tom fails to score. I don't know how that max speed from Spen didn't hit Tom, but if it did, Tom would definitely have scored that. Lars with the double stun and 10k HP with the pogo heals does manage to take the ball in, and it's a really early score from BIG. But now it's a 2 versus 3. Now it's a 1v3 in favor of Tribe. And they need to push up and get a goal. They could capitalize on this pressure that they have right now. But with all three of the BIG team back, it's now in a really awkward position. Because if BIG want to break out of their current position, that means they have to use their supers to break the walls. And you never want to break the walls on your own side of Brawl. Tribe don't have any wall breakers, and Ninnin's trying to juke his way out of the awkward position, but does have to go back. Max speed should be able to get them the goal, but Spen messes it up. And unfortunately, Tribe aren't able to make good use of that pressure, and now it's back to the 2v2, now a 3v3, and Spen gives the speed to the whole team. They need to get some form of pressure and turn it into a goal. Lars tries to take the ball and run up to super shot it in, but a really good pass from Spen onto Tom. Tom, seeing his opportunity at the goal, puts it in, and Spen tries to clear the ball, not caring if he goes down, but Tom jumps back up and leaves the goal vulnerable. Lars with full health, nothing that Tribe can do about it. And BIG taking really good use of that one opportunity. Tom really shouldn't have jumped out. Maybe a miscommunication between the teammates of Tribe there. But unfortunately, just unable to save the goal, unable to respawn time, unable to stop Lars' 10,000 HP. And the first game of Brawl Ball goes to BIG. Really well played from both sides. And now BIG is going for the same comp but with Sprout instead of Max. Tribe probably went this comp because this comp can do well against more or less everything. But Max kind of soft counters Sprout because the max speed makes Sprout really hard to hit his shots. Spen messes up the speed there. He speeds himself up a little bit and goes down straight after. That's a really bad speed. Din. I wonder why Din didn't take the ball there and go for the goal, because he definitely could have scored. Maybe he accidentally moved back or thought that he couldn't score, so he didn't go for it. I don't know. But now it's a 2v2 with the Max against Sprout and Bell against Bell. But Din is a absolute GOAT at long range brawlers. So this match should be pretty interesting. Tom is a really good Crow. So right now they need to go to Bell against Bell, Crow against Crow, and Max against Sprout. They need to get on mirror lane matchups. And Din and Equack go together really well and take out Drake, then proceed to take out Spen. Drake is back now and both teams still haven't scored yet. That is how hard it is to score on this map. It's been so long and these are two really good teams, but they haven't scored yet. BIG is a top 6 EU team. Tribe is a top 4 EU team. And now Equite has the Sprout wall. I'm not too sure that that wall was the best wall. Din gets the takedown onto Spen. Lars gets the double slow on Tom and Drage. Drage coming in clutch to save the goal. Honestly, I think Bell's gadget is one of the best gadgets in the game. Like, when it came out, I was like, what type of gadget is this? It's useless. But it's turned out to be a really good gadget, really good Bell gadget. And if it weren't for that gadget there, Din would have definitely scored. I'm not sure who it was, whether it was Din or something else. Anyway, back to the game. Spen tries to stay alive for as long as possible, but eventually goes down to the double kill. And now it's a really bad spot for Tribe. They need to get a takedown and then capitalize on that pressure to make a push and score the goal, because it's an awkward position for them right now. They're being pushed back into their goal. are getting some form of pressure because of the 3v2. Really good collaboration from Spen and Drake to get the takedown onto the Sprout. Spen is being slowed down, and Spen is trying to push Equack back. Spen's got Equack in a really bad spot. Equack can't really come out. Drake super passes to Spen, and Spen puts it in. Insanely well played from Tribe there, being rewarded with the goal for that really good play. They absolutely deserved it. GG's to BIG and Tribe. Tribe playing really well there, taking home the second match of Brawl. And let's hop into the third match. Match point for Tribe and set point as well for both teams. BIG need to win this game or else Tribe will take home the victory. So Spen is running Sprout. Spen has been having quite good success with Sprout lately. They were probably a bit hesitant to run the Sprout because Sprout is a really powerful brawler when played against the right combinations, but he gets easily countered by aggro brawlers. BIG switching to the 8-bit instead of the Sprout. And Tom and Drake get the double kill onto Lars and Neen Dean. Not too sure why they tried to switch lane. They were low health. They tried to switch lane, leaving themselves exposed. And Spen with the OP wall. The OP wall from Spen blocking off Equack, giving him just enough time. I'm going to rewind it a few times. Give him just enough time to use his gadget to get back his super, and his super shot has just enough time to make it into the goal. Insane play from Spen there. That was really good, giving Tribe the goal. Really well played from Spen. They definitely deserve the goal. Drake does get the mark onto the Nindin, which could prove valuable. Equack is trying his best to push up, but he's just so slow. He can't really get his super. Tom getting some nice pinches onto Equack, but Tom is really low health, stuck in the corner. But Tom and Equack do end up trading there. Another clutch Bell gadget slowing down Lars and allowing Spen to get the takedown onto Lars, and also really good bait allowing Spen to block Lars and the other player, I'm not sure who, off. And now it's just a matter of time. Tribe have to defend for 50 more seconds and they will be able to move on to the semi-finals of the monthly finals of July. So really good pressure from Tribe there. 40 more seconds to victory. Nindin misses his super on Spen. And now they just need to keep up the pressure. Really good pressure. Spen's just bullying Equack with his walls. Equack with the crying pin. Spen's walls are just completely blocking off the entire enemy team. Going Sprout was the right move for this game because with 20 seconds left in the game, 15 seconds now, and still in a really awkward position, forced in that position by Tribe, there's nothing BIG can do. And Tribe will take home the quarterfinals for the EMEA July monthly finals and face AC Milan Clash. But unfortunately, they did lose to AC Milan Clash, so bye. So thank you guys so much for watching. You are an absolute legend if you stayed until this part of the video. So there you have it, the games between Tribe and BIG for the monthly finals, quarterfinals. Tribe did go on to the semifinals to take on AC Milan Clash, but unfortunately lost there. But still, Tribe played really well, and do consider subscribing and liking if you enjoyed the video. And I will see you back here in the next video for more quality Brawl Stars content.